celebrate the Urban Therapy. It's the Daily Go Getimism show, the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I didn't feel like changing the backdrop, so I'm not going to change it. But we're going to get this show off today. And I missed y'all. I know I haven't been here since like Wednesday. Yeah, I haven't seen y'all since like Wednesday. Circumstances beyond my control. I tell you, this new work schedule is killing the God, but it's going to be all right, and everything is going to be all right. Think it won't. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, Daily Go Get It show, whatever you want to call it, we are talking about having nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. What kind of situations have you ever been in where you may have given all of your effort, all of your love, all of your time, all of your energy, and you really felt like you came off with nothing to show for it? What does that mean? Have you ever talked to somebody who says that they had nothing to show for something that they have been involved with, but you looking at them like, what you mean you ain't got nothing to show for it? You may not have gotten exactly what you wanted from what you were involved with or for what your expectations were, but you can't say that you ain't got nothing to show for it. You know how many people have been in relationships, how many people have been in marriages talking about, yeah, and I ain't got nothing to show for it. I ain't got nothing to show for it. And normally when somebody says that they don't have anything to show for something that they have been deeply involved with, it's because they didn't get what they were looking for. Now, the question probably is, did you ask for what you were looking for? Did you go for what you were really seeking out? Sometimes people have expectations on the low, and those expectations have been known to come out later on when people finally get their footing, when they finally get it together, when they finally get a chance to strike. Pounce, 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 pounce. What up, my peoples? It looked like y'all was a little ready for the God to come in. Maybe YouTube finally sent out the notifications like they were supposed to. What's going on, Care Bear? And what's going on, Shani? What's going on, my? Good to see me some you and Stacy White. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate me some you. Yeah, having nothing to show for. What do you know? What do you know about having nothing to show for? I want y'all to think about something for a minute. I just want you to think about the times in your life that you have been deeply involved in something, whether you were physically deeply involved with it or whether you were mentally and emotionally involved with it. Did you leave with what you came to get? Or did you leave a situation feeling like, yo, I ain't getting nothing out of this? I ain't getting nothing out of this. It's just like when you go to a game show and you expect to be picked for the game show. Or let's say you got picked for the game show and you didn't win any prizes. You didn't win the car. You didn't win the showcase. You didn't win the prize. You didn't win the big prize. Did you have nothing to show for it? Because, you know, they give consolation prizes. Everybody steps off with a little something. You step off with a little something. After all, you had to sign that waiver. You had to sign that waiver just to be on TV. You had to sign that waiver just to be on TV. You had to sign that. Sign that. You had to sign that waiver just to be on TV. Make sure you didn't get sick. Didn't have TB. Had to sign you right away. And hey, you still left with something today. All right. Oh, Stacy White says that's my notification. Well, are you saying that you got a notification? Because, you know, a lot of times people have said that, yo, I ain't know you was on today. I ain't get no notification. I ain't get no notification. I know you ain't get no notification last night, Friday the 13th or Thursday the 12th, because I got off too late. I just couldn't do it. But I'm here now. I'm here now, and I'm glad to be here. But like I said, think about times when you have invested yourself deeply into a situation. Did you come off with what you wanted to come off with? Did you leave the situation, exit the situation, end the situation with what you came to get? Did you have a goal in mind, a particular goal? Did you say to yourself, listen, I'm going for this. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I want it, I need it, I gotta have it. When I go into the situation, I gotta get what I came to get, and that's it. And if I leave without that whole thing that I went for, I won't feel like a king. But I ain't no way nobody gonna stop the God, because life ain't that hard. I got a plan in motion, wet like the ocean, lots of fish, and it's my dish. So as I pick the thing that I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna leave with the best treat. And if you think that I'm fronting and bluffing, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Yeah, I put it in a song, and as long as we get along, even if we don't, I gotta leave with this thing. And if I don't, I'm gonna have a big problem. It won't get solved by nobody. I got the hottie that I came to. All right, let's give you a scenario. Let's say you were deeply in love with somebody. And I mean deeply in love with somebody. I'm talking about that young love. Young love. Why you wanna grow old on me now? I said, young love, why you wanna grow old on me now? You know how it is when you're young, you're insecure, you have this view of the future and the way that it's supposed to be with you and your baby, So that's whether you're a male or a female. It might have been a situation where you really wanted to have children in a life with a person that you were dealing with, because that's how deeply and how far invested and how deeply invested you were in that situation. Well, what if even though y'all had not agreed to have children, you had not agreed to have children, but on the low, you was all in with it. Like, if I get pregnant, or if I get somebody pregnant, I hope that it's that person that I'm dealing with. If it doesn't happen, so y'all went through this pretty lengthy, meaningful, exclusive, loving relationship, and y'all broke up, and you didn't have any kids. You may still be in love with the person, because that happens. I know that the internet likes for us to believe that, every time we break up with somebody that our feelings end right there. But it doesn't always work that way. So let's say you were still in love with the person, but you never had kids with them. And you may be the type of person that really wanted to take a part of that person with you for the rest of your life. You know how it is. That's how you think sometimes when you're young. You may think in a misguided way like that. So would you consider that to be a situation where you left without anything to show for it? Left without anything to show for it. Now, some people want to listen to that scenario and say, well, anybody who would think like that would probably be the type of person that would trap a person if they got a chance to get back with them. Because it might have been a situation where if you were going to have a child with that person, if you were going to have a child, then you were down to have it with that person, but maybe you weren't ready to have a child. So maybe you took birth control. Maybe y'all used condoms. Maybe y'all used the IUD, or maybe a diaphragm. Maybe his pullout game was really on point. Maybe. But the next time, some people might think like the next time you probably ain't gonna let that fish get away. You're gonna put that thing right on the hook and put that thing right in the cooler on the boat. And we going home. We going home. Nothing to show for it. For the person who really wanted to have that child and really wanted to have that life and that love in that relationship, they may feel like they left with nothing. Or maybe I went to the extreme more. Maybe we could talk more about a long-term relationship. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years of your life, and you never got married. You hear people talk about that all the time. Well, you dated this person for all of this time, you don't have nothing to show for it. Y'all might have 2 or 3 kids, but y'all didn't get married. You talking about you ain't had nothing to show for it. Well, that's how some people feel because they feel like that was supposed to culminate. It was supposed to gravitate. It was supposed to result in a marriage, not just a long-time boyfriend and girlfriend. We were supposed to be joined in holy matrimony. Some people may still look at that like they had nothing to show for it. How would you feel? Maybe you've been in a situation like that. I kind of have. I've been in long-term relationships. I think the longest relationship, what I'm talking about, I don't know myself. The longest relationship that I've ever been in was 7 years. But it was 7 years straight, and we didn't get married. I still didn't look at it like I had nothing to show for it because I wasn't ready to get married. But how do I know how she felt? She may have felt like I wasted my golden years. I wasted my best years. I wasted my youth running behind you, and I ain't even getting married. Well, in situations like that, you may have to ask yourself: would you have rather have gotten into a bad marriage that would not have lasted very long? And some people would actually say, "Yeah, so what? I need that. I need that badge. I need that certificate. I need that proof that I was there." You know what I mean? This is bigger than carving our initials into a tree in the middle of Fairmount Park. I need verification that we finished the job. And we hear people talk about that kind of stuff all the time. I can't say that it's totally illegit if that's something that you wanted. You want what you want. Let me see what y'all talking about here. Oh, Stacey White says, I got my notification. Okay, I see. That's what's up. Care Bear says, my ex passed away 1.5 years ago. It felt like he left nothing to show for it because he ended up not having any children. Ooh. That's deep. He ended up, so he passed 1.5 years ago, but he didn't have any children. That is deep. Somebody like me would probably flip that situation and say, like, if he had children, they would probably be kind of young, maybe under 30, maybe. But then they would be, without a father. So I could see two ways of looking at that. If his parents are still alive, they probably look at the situation like, yo, we don't have any remnants of him. We don't have his DNA to remind us, of who he was and how he was. Because you can see a person through their children. Ain't no way around that. And that's something, no knock on it, but that's something that adopted children can't give. They can't give a parent or brothers and sisters or blood relatives. They can't give them that because it's just not there. Yeah, that's your child, but they're not going to see your ways, your actions, your facial features, your expressions. You see that in your children. Ain't no way around it. Sometimes we be mad because we see it through our children. But yeah, that's a deep situation, Care Bear. And I can understand how you feel. That's deep. And rest in peace. Rest in peace. Stacey says, a great lesson, very well learned. And thanks for sharing the show and liking the show. Care Bear says, to me, not getting married doesn't mean that you have nothing to show for it. What about emotional growth? What about the partnership and kids? Unfortunately, so many of us are unable to look at that. Emotional growth. Have you ever I ain't gonna say ever because I'm sure you probably have. I'm sure you probably have. I don't know. Like an indefinite surety. Most people don't look at people they don't look at their personal or emotional growth. They like, I came to get this and I didn't get it. That's all I know. I came to get something and I left without what I came to get. That shit is still in the store. I want it and I need it and I will not have it. I want it and I need it and I will not. I want it and I need it and I want it and I want it and I want it and I need it and I. So where we going? Where we going? What we doing? What we and that. Kira says he and I broke up because he thought I couldn't have children. Whoa. That definitely sweetens the pot. You might be closer to nothing to show for it than other people. But the question stands, did you want children with him? He thought you couldn't have children. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing to show for it. Personal growth, emotional growth. I wish more of us could be as rational as that to be able to see the good in the situations that we have been in. When it comes to having children, so many people, we talk a lot about getting married for the wrong reasons. Many of us have had children for the wrong reasons. Now, we might be quick to say that we got married for the wrong reasons, but, nobody wants to curse their children by saying, yeah, well, the only reason I had kids by them because, the only reason I had kids by her, I tried to lock it down. Didn't want no other niggas coming around. Tried to lock it down. Tried to lock it down. Didn't want no other niggas coming around. Yo, if I hear a sound, it'll knock at the door. I'm going to ask what the fuck you came around here for. My girl's not a whore. She went to the store and you tried to talk, but I think you better walk because I'ma be there just to regulate and I'ma knock it down with 6 babies straight. And you ain't gonna be able to get in your. She ain't got a period in 8 years. We'll make sure she gonna have 6 babies, then she gonna get a tube tied. It's like, no, she ain't. We're gonna go for 7 and 8. What? People will talk about how they got married for the wrong reasons, got with somebody for the wrong reasons, but they're a little bit more hesitant to say that they had children with somebody for the wrong reasons. And I'm sure you have seen people who absolutely, got pregnant or had children for the wrong reasons. And you looking like, yeah, it goes down. It goes down. But having nothing to show for it. What do y'all know? What do y'all know about not having anything to show for something that you have done? What do you know about working at a job double-digit years, never making the kind of money that you wanted to make, never getting the kind of position that you wanted to have, to hold? That's pretty demoralizing. Now, of course, you got paid along the way. You got paid. You got paid. Every other week, the check was there. It was in the direct deposit. But your ambitions may not have been properly aligned with what actually happened. So, you work at a job 10 years. And I don't care what nobody say. 10 years is a long time to work at one job. That's a long time. The reason why it's really a long time in my mind is because when you work at a job for that long, you develop this sense of job security. So new developments in job search and in the new developments in the job market and what it may take in order to get a job versus 10 years ago or more when you look for a job is going to be a lot different. You're out of the loop. It's like when you've been in a marriage for a long time and you have thrived in your marriage. You don't really know what it's like to be out there as a single person anymore. You don't know the challenges that are out there, the games that may be getting played and the challenges that you may face trying to establish a decent relationship between you and someone else, a loving relationship. You don't know. So imagine being at a job 10 years or more. When you wanted to be a supervisor, they won't give you the supervisor position. Or you being a supervisor, you trying to step up to a manager's position, they ain't doing it. They ain't having it. You keep seeing people skip over you, jump over you, and get into the position that you've been looking for. Now, did you go for the position? Did you ask for the position? Did you put yourself in a position to receive the position or get offered the position? Maybe, maybe not. If you have asked, if you have inquired, if you have fulfilled the requirements that they said you needed to fulfill and still didn't get that job, that's going to be kind of demoralizing. And it's actually the kind of things that 2-week notices are made of. So what about it? Working at a job long term, quitting, being downsized, being terminated, being laid off, nothing to show for it. It's hard to say that you have nothing to show for a job that you got paid for on a regular basis. But I can understand how situations would arise where it would seem exactly like that. What's up, Silvano DP? Thanks for coming through. Silvano DP says, no, don't quit. Don't quit. Nah, I understand. But yeah, I can understand sometimes quitting may not have been an option for you. You may have gotten downsized. You may have gotten terminated. You may have gotten laid off. You may have been given the option like, look, either you quit or we fire you, but we gonna hit you off with this severance package. You're gonna get paid for a whole year, or we gonna give you this lump sum. Don't try applying for no unemployment though. We ain't doing that. Now look, we gonna hit you off with this. I don't know. Let's say 75 grand. Look, take the 75 grand. You know what I mean? You could that'll hold you down for a good little minute. Go find yourself another job, build your career, you know what I'm saying? You'll be okay. You'll be fine. And you looking at it like, I got nothing to show for it. You got 75 grand. Untaxed. Now, of course, if you were making, I don't know, 75 grand a year, that may not be like a big deal for you. But they gave you a whole year's salary up front. Care Bear says jobs make you feel like you don't want to walk away unless you can say that you got a raise or a promotion. I don't know what it's like to be on a job and not have ambitions to want to make more, and you can only make more by doing more. So I understand how some people don't want that responsibility. However, if you leave that job and you never got a chance to fulfill the ambitions that you had, boo, 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 boo. See or no? See or no? I say C. I say C. Care Bear says, otherwise you walk away feeling like you have nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. You ain't even get the gold watch. You might have worked there long enough to get the gold watch. What about the boy? Who was that dude? What was that dude a few years ago? Everybody was giving him money on the internet through a GoFundMe because he had worked at this job. Was it fast food or something like that? He had worked there all of these years, and all they gave him for all of these years of service was like a cake or some shit like that. He was good with the cake. He was good. Oh yeah, they love me. Care Bear says C. Word C. Silvano says you can always follow your dream. You can. But although a lot of times when you're following your dream, certain things can get in the way. I'm not saying that they're blocking your dream, but things may get in the way of you realizing or being able to live the dream that you were really looking for. Really, really, really looking for. You know? And you may walk away feeling like you have nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. Now, this whole nothing to show for it thing seems like it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing. Because in most of the scenarios that we've talked about so far, we're talking about situations where you did get something out of it, but you may have gotten more mental or emotional things out of it than the physical things. Now, if you're actually going for physical things like with a job and a promotion, better salary, more vacation time, better benefits, things like that, that's one thing. But if you're looking for something from somebody that's not a physical thing, like I wanted to get married, we was together for 7 years, or you know what I mean, I really wanted to have a baby by her, man. You know, like P. Diddy said, I wish he would have had my child. A pretty little girl with Diddy style. Oh God, his lyrics was whack, 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 whack. Whack, whack. It is what it is, right? It is what it is, right? Ain't that what it is? Ain't that what it is? Yeah, so it can be a tough situation. It really can. It can be a tough situation when you're thinking about a situation when you're talking about you didn't get nothing out of it. You have nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. So what situations do y'all have where you felt like you had nothing to show for it? when you spend your money, a lot of times you may encounter situations that make you feel like you had nothing to show for it. Like, listen, people talk about college. You go to college. Let's say you went to college for 4 years, but you didn't get your degree. I think that really, and even but wait, that can even be a reason that you still got something out of it. Like, you went to go get that degree, so you may have taken out loans and put yourself in debt and went there for 4 years, maybe even 5 years, but you didn't get that degree. Messing around, not going to your classes, not blah, 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 letting your aid run out. You didn't get that degree. So you don't have the physical thing that you went to go get. You have nothing to show for it. But hopefully you learned something, you big dummy. The college should have showed you how to at least get that degree, if nothing else. What do you think about that? Silvano says, I would rather give my money to homeless people. Interesting. Not me. I'd rather give it to my regular peoples. Like, look, man, it's been proven that we can't fix this homeless situation, but I can pay somebody else's rent or mortgage. Like, look, we gonna have crab legs tonight. We might can't have it every night, but we gonna eat good tonight. Crab legs and shrimp. We got a shrimp boil coming. We got a seafood boil over here. You know what I mean? Oh, pay the rent. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Niggas can't pay the cable. I say nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Niggas can't pay the cable. I got some brand new apps on my Fire Stick, but I can't get away with it. I need my cable back with the internet. Can't pay my internet. Somebody pay my internet. Gotta use the data on my phone, but that shit is coming up, and I'm gonna be alone. I got the tone on my phone, not no more. Can't hear my girl moan. I used to be in love with Raven-Symoné. Not no more. She don't like men, but back then I ain't know that shit. But it's how it go. Yo, I got nothing to show. I said used to be in love with Raven-Symoné. I got nothing to show. I said used to be in love with Raven-Symoné. Got nothing to show. That's a waste of light skin and some big ass cities. What the hell is going on? It seems just. I'm only kidding. I was never in love with Raven-Symoné. I really wasn't. I was never in love. I was a little disheartened that this kid on Disney. You know what I mean? That's so Raven. Like, turns out, just didn't. I don't know. So, having nothing to show for it. What do you mean? What do we mean? You had nothing to show. Silvano, welcome to the Urban Therapy with Seth Show, the Daily Go Get 'Em. I hope you stop. I hope you keep coming through. But yeah, having nothing to show for it. You spend your money on college, you don't get that college degree. You may have the knowledge, but you needed that paper. Because that's the difference between going to go get a job that requires a college degree and being able to say that you have some college. Because no matter how much college you have, you may have 140 credits when you only needed 125, but 15, I mean, 15 of those credits were not counted towards your degree. You needed the requirements of that 125. So you might have missed the boat. So you are still in that some college thing. Some college means you just went and took a couple of classes, or you went all the way up to your senior year, but you didn't get that degree. And if you don't get that degree, then you cannot say that you have a college degree. All you can say is, I have some college. I have some college. I know some knowledge. I can tell you a couple of things, had the experience, but I left without the shit, and it's serious. I owe a bunch of money and I don't know how I'm going to pay because I couldn't get my way. Well, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Summer school, community college, done that. And I'm going to give him a job. Yo, Cal Chamberlain, my favorite. What up, mi favorita? What up, mi favorita? Mi favorita. Thanks for coming through. You are tardy. You are tardy. Where was you? Where was you? I ain't gonna get into your business. Where was you? Where was you? I ain't got the right to be asking. Where you was? Where was you? All right. Nothing to show for. Nothing to show for. Is it physical? Is it mental? I think it's mental, but y'all may agree that it's physical. You know? Nothing to show for it. I'll tell you one thing. Let's say you went and bought a car, brand new car, nice shiny car, candy painted. You know what I mean? Good metallic paint. It's good shit. You pay the car. Back in the day, they had 4-year notes, 5-year notes. Now they want 6-year notes, 7-year notes, all 8-year notes. Yo, they got crazy things going on with financing these days. But let's say you wouldn't got a brand new car, and you paid for the car, but fell on hard times somewhere around the 3rd or 4th year of financing the vehicle, and they repossessed the car, and you were not in the financial position to be able to get the car back. So you paid all of this money. You paid all this money into this car, and you cannot even get the car back from the bank. Is that a situation where you have nothing to show for it? I think that that's as close as you can get. Yeah. I done paid all this money for essentially renting a car. Month after month after month after month, you were paying for this car, and you don't have no car. You ain't got no car to show for it. Same thing with a house. Nothing to show for it. What we got? Vance Mean says, yeah, is your chain? Why people been coming on the show asking if my chain's real? This chain is real. I don't normally do this. I have to do this shit. Rose gold, baby. Rose gold. You see these diamonds. These diamonds. I mean, I ain't getting it like that, but this is an old chain. I had it since 2000. You see, there's a stone missing here. There's a stone missing here. I can't afford to get that fixed. It's a big stone. But back when I bought it, I had the money. But yes, my chains are real. My chains are real. You know what I mean? I would never wear a fake chain. Baby. But for y'all who are new to the show, you should know that I don't always wear gold on the show. Sometimes I wear My struggle beads. Matter of fact, hold on. Put my struggle beads on. You know what I mean? When I want to rock my nigga-centric, look. I have other struggle beads too. I got more. Let's do this. Yeah. I own material possessions. Matter of fact, for the remainder of the show, I think I'm just wear these. Paying for a car for that amount of years and not having anything to show for it. What we got? What we got, Vance Means? What we got? Carol Chamberlain says, on my way to the nursing home to see my brother. Oh, okay. All right. I'm on your side. Kibber says, yes, at the car. Sit. Yes, a Sean. What the hell? What we talking about? But yeah, that would be the ultimate not having anything to show for it, because you by the third or fourth year you paid into a vehicle, you paid thousands and thousands of dollars. Depending on the vehicle that you purchased, you may have already spent 20, maybe even 30,000. Oh, situation. The car situation. I don't think you did that phonetically right. Where's the CH? It's situation. Concentration. But yeah, paying for a car that amount of time. Or, what if you just buy a car outright? No note. No car note. You crash the car up. Or the car was a straight lemon. The car was a straight lemon. You don't have no car. You pay $8,000 for a car. Now you don't have a car to drive. You back Ubering. You back on public transportation. You back asking your brother to come pick you up. Your girl, your man. You ain't got no car. You got 4,000 pounds of straight junk sitting in front of your crib. You gonna let them do you like that? Are you? Is you? Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. But it happens, and it can happen to anybody. When we talking about having nothing to show for it. Well, I'm sure that there are plenty of other situations where y'all can think of not having anything to show for the efforts that you have put in, the time that you have put in, the love that you have espoused. The love we share stays on my mind. The love we share stays on my mind. You got nothing. If you pay for something that your child was involved with, let's say, when a popular thing for parents to do when their children are growing up is keep them involved in extracurricular activities. So you paid for these dance lessons These dance lessons for your little girl, 5 years in a row. You know what I mean? Gymnastics lessons, dance lessons, and all of that kind of shit. And she acting like she don't know how to do a 2-step. You mean to tell me, here we are, we paid for dance lessons. We took everything. We took tap. We took jazz. We took modern. We took ballet. And you act like you can't do a 2-step. With your 2-step, with your 2-step, with your 2-step. Would that be having nothing to show for it? You ain't gonna tell me that little girl can't dance better than that. We went to their damn recitals, and she was dancing her ass off. She just don't know how to cut a rug on the dance floor. But why? Or maybe you look at it like you have nothing to show for it because they didn't do anything professionally with the time and effort that you put into them performing that activity. So it could be sports, it could be acting lessons, it could be like I said, dance, and it could be a lot of things. We expected you to do something with this shit. Shit. If I'd have known you wasn't gonna do nothing with this shit that I spent all this money on after you saying this is what you wanted to do in your life, I'd have made you just come bring your ass home and do your homework and go outside and play. Here I was running up and down I-95, taking you to these goddamn recitals, jumping on planes, trains, automobiles. With your 2-step, with your 2-step, with your 2-step, with your 2-step. It's unacceptable. We got nothing to show for it. Or do you? Or do you? Because you still have a cultured individual. Cultured. They know some shit. Kevin says, lovingly raising stepkids who grew up and act like you don't exist. That's why people don't be wanting to be step parents now. And it's understandable. That's some bullshit too. Stacey White says, I can't complain. The world don't owe me nothing. Shit. You don't owe you nothing, but I'm taxing. I'm sending the world a bill. I'm sending the world. I got an invoice that I'm writing up right now. Like, yes, the world do owe me something, and I'm coming to collect. Where's my money? Where's my time? Where's my love? Where's my shit? Well, I need to know well. Gabriel says, spending years on activities that your children beg for only for them to not even remember half of the activities. Oh, hold on, man. Let me make this change bang on the table. Ain't that cool? Yeah. Gabriel says, having your kids watch you cook and teaching them how to, only for them to burn boil. Yo, if you like to eat a lot, I don't see how you can not learn how to cook after somebody is teaching you. Is it me? Or could it be? Or could it be? All right, we're going to do these birthday shout-outs. It's time for us to do the birthday shout-outs. We have some birthday shout-outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go up out of business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get Number one out the box, Stephanie Lee, turning 34 years old today. And also Jamie Crowley, happy birthday to you. And Jolie DeJean, happy birthday to you too. And also Kels Consuela, turning 47 years old today. And Reg Noble, happy birthday to you. And Dana Woods Hill, turning 42 years old today. And Denise Cobb Watson, happy birthday to you. And Dorothy Malone, turning 65 years old today. And Sandra Yvette, who is raising money for the Children's Hospital Foundation, happy birthday to you. And my girl Tycee Cooper, happy birthday to you. And staying in the Cooper loop, my girl Robin Cooper from Penn State University. And you know what? She has this picture. Well, I always wonder why they put this picture up every time her birthday comes up and I get the notification. By the way, the last one is Danielle Donovan Brewer. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to show y'all the picture of me and Robin in the Delta suite, because she was a Delta Sigma Theta, sorority. And this was after a football game, during the football game. We took a picture together. And we was never together, you know what I mean? No kissing, no loving, no none of that. But this was the picture. That's me, 21 years old. And that's Robin. Now, this is Robin. Now, wait, hold. Let me get the focus. The focus. That's her now. But that's me, 21 years old. 21 years old in the Delta suite. Yeah. What y'all know? What y'all know? For some reason, that picture comes. That's a picture she tagged me in. Way back when Facebook first started. Well, when I first got on Facebook. 2009. Yeah, you know how I go. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, I said go hard, go for yours. And remember, you got to go for yours. But you never know how things are going to turn out. The best laid plans go awry. But I'm under the belief that everybody gets something out of any experience that you have had, even if only the experience that you have had is the thing that you get. We have to cherish the times that we have in this life, because they're all learning experiences and they're all things that we can use later on in situations where we will recognize that we've been before. So try not to look at things in such a negative way, like, I ain't got nothing to show for it. I did all this and then I ain't got nothing to show for it. I was at the bat. I ain't got nothing to show for it. I showed all the love. Ain't got nothing to show for it. They gave me a shove. I ain't got nothing to show for it. Left me in the dust. I ain't got nothing to show for it. I should have just busted. I ain't got nothing to show for it. 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 I got nothing to show for it. You got something. You got yourself, and you got your people, and you got your love, and you got your ambition. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow. We will absolutely be back tomorrow for another Daily Go Get Wisdom Show, Urban Therapy with Sun. So I look forward to it then. Until then, stay safe today and make sure that you get something out of each and every day that you are living on this earth. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Peace.